Welcome. This is Tio from Whatwouldteosay Photography. Thank you for tuning in, joining in today. It's greatly appreciated. We're on episode 5, and this week is special, and what makes it so special, this time last year, I was preparing for my first gallery show here in Buffalo, New York. And so this entire week is dedicated to the 1 year anniversary of that. And I want to take the opportunity to share it with you. So I don't even know where to even start with the story. So essentially, I've always shot and always had thousands of photos, but I had little projects that I did, but I never actually took the time to never took the time to really to present my work to the world, which is interesting because that was never the intention. Some may or may not know, but I've been shooting for almost 20 years, a little over, and I never really shared my work. Like family members, close friends saw my photography, and I got the pat in the back, like, you're really good, and I took it with a little grain of salt because at the time, it was a passion. It was something that I love to do, and I just continued to do it. I'm a family man, so naturally I took tons of photos of my children and my wife. And sometimes I always wonder if I'm the crazy dad with the camera, but that's not here or there. So I just took pictures and just kept them for myself. And I'm also a poet, so between the two crafts, is something I always did. I was a slam poet, to be exact, so I competed as a slam poet. Got the chance to compete and got the chance to perform on the large platform. I actually had the opportunity to perform in front of Russell Simmons when Def Poetry was big, and the list goes on, but we'll keep it at that. So fast forward, I had a good friend of mine's, Byron Brown, Seeing Sound. I'll be just chalking down to Seeing Sounds. You can check his Instagram, Seeing Sound. Amazing artist. His work just blows me away every time I see it. But he had a gallery show, and I actually went to support his show. So when I went in the gallery, it was called Main Street Gallery on Main Street, and I went, showed some love, support. I actually brought my camera, took a few shots. It was just vibing. It was a vibe, and the gallery owner walked down the stairs, and we looked at each other. We're like, "Hey, I know you." And lo and behold, me and the gallery owner, we actually worked together, and she told me she had a gallery, but it was such a short conversation, we really didn't get deep into it, so I never knew where the gallery was. So when I saw her, I said, "So I must presume this is your gallery?" And she told me yes. So make a long story short, I told her, she told me, "If you ever want to do a show, let me know." And I'm like, absolutely, the opportunity to do a show and the chances of me knowing the gallery owner and not having to go through the rigorous process of trying to get in the gallery show. I took the opportunity. I took the opportunity. We actually set a date, and shout out to my wife. At the time, she had just released her book, And unbeknown, I not thinking, I actually the first viewing was actually on her book signing. My wife did me a huge solid favor and actually moved her book signing date. There are no words that I can use to express my gratitude. It really isn't, you know. And she did that for me, and I will always be appreciative of that. But I know one thing: I won't be stepping on her territory like that anymore. That was an oversight, but I apologize and thank you for doing that. I really am humbly honored. And so I did this show. I got this show together in less than 2 weeks. You know, I thought about what I wanted to say, how I wanted to say it, you know, and I wanted to make sure that I represented the show correctly, you know. So I reached out to a local photographer, Malik, and I'll put his link down there. You could check out his Instagram as well. Amazing photographer out of the Buffalo area. He took my photo. He took the photo for the book. I did a book after the gallery show. We'll talk about that on the next episode. So we're gonna spread the story out. So this week is dedicated to the gallery show, which is titled, and this is where the thought process came: what could I do to honor where I'm currently am in life and where I came from. You know, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Born and raised there, graduated high school and went to college. I met my wife. You know, there's a few stories in between, and we eventually settled into Buffalo. You know, we had kids, and I always say I became a man in Buffalo at the end of the day. You know, so I decided to title the show From New York City to Buffalo, because I wanted to give proper respect and homage to my childhood home, New York City, and my home, Buffalo. It was so important for me to do that. So the gallery show is essentially a photographic journey from New York City to Buffalo, which you'll get the opportunity to see some of the photos. The show went well. We sold one-on-one prints. All the prints that were made, one-time print, they sold well, and the ones they kind of sold out throughout the time. And guess what? We still got some available for you. Sorry for the zooming with the camera, and you know, and they'll be available for you to purchase if you see it, if you see something that you like. And we also have the book, which I released on my birthday last year, which has all the photos and the poems that were used in the show. And the patrons that purchased the prints, they also got an autograph poem that I read during the show. So it was kind of like a performance art piece. So each picture had a poem attached to it, you know, and that poem was kind of the background story to the photos. So that was that was the key element for the gallery, doing it that way. And it was amazing. You know, I'm gonna push out a couple other more videos kind of going into it. So we're gonna and then we're going to do some behind the scene photos of the show. I'm gonna release everything. You know, I didn't get the chance to do it with the book. I was back and forth, and I decided, you know what perfect opportunity, you know, with this YouTube channel and being able to just present it to you just straight on from me, and I'm happy to do it. I'm excited to have this platform where I can show the work, because we have a lot of artists, whether you're a photographer, painter, whatever it is. There's something very, very important when it comes to this. It's presenting your work to the world. It is so important, just we can hide behind our cameras. We can we can show the work to our friends, but if you really, really want to know how powerful your work is, do a gallery show, and I lucked out and was able to get in and bypass a couple of the processes. Now I'm looking to do my second show, and now I gotta go through the process just like everybody else has to do an artist statement and etc., etc. It's all good. I'm always with the challenge. I'm always willing to challenge myself, and I love to put up a good fight. So that's something you should be thinking for yourself. How do you want to present your work to the world? What do you want to say to the world? How do you want to be remembered, and that was so important for me, just being able to do that, to show my work, to show where I'm from, where I've been, where I'm going to, and where I'm at. It was just an amazing experience, and it just built my confidence as an artist, more importantly. And so sorry, it caught a little brain freeze, but I just wanted to properly bring in this week with this video explaining what we're going to do. So on all the platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I'm going to release all the photos that was shown in there. We're going to do some behind the scene photos. We also have some videos that were made during the show that I'm going to release, so you kind of get the feel and the vibe of what was going on, and just get the chance to see it for you. With that said, stay tuned. What would Teal say? Photography. You could follow the Facebook group, follow the Instagram, and follow the Twitter, all under the same name. Or you can just type Teal. I'm going to pop up. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I respond back. And everyone that has taken the time to watch the videos and comment and like it as well, I'm humbly honored, and I'm ready to roll with you, and thank you for being the fans, being the friends, being the people, being gracious with your time and sharing it with me. There's just not enough thank yous for that. So with that said, like, subscribe, comment. All the links are below of the individuals that played a role on the show. The link, it's gonna have everything you need. That I do promise. With that being said, peace, love. As always, keep shooting, keep doing your thing. To the next one. Take care. Peace.